What?
Oh, never mind. Okay. Yours is pretty low.
It's in my mouth.
Okay.
What do you mean it's low?
It looks low to me from over here, from this angle.
I'm shorter than you.
Looking at you, it looks low.
Oh.
And your fly is down.
Oh, thank God. This is so...
Did you start recording?
I did, yes.
Okay, cool. We can just keep this part in. It's fun.
Yeah. This is the Normal Nerds Podcast, where two very normal dudes talk about very nerdy stuff. And whatever else we feel like talking about. I'm your host, Maxwell Sprucia.
And I'm Rose, who wish she had the bullshit power of multiplication, Davis Bates.
This episode is our weekly anime review. So sit back, relax, and welcome to the Normal Nerds Podcast. All right, Davis.
Yo.
Weekly anime review.
Let's go.
It's the good stuff.
Yeah, we're good. I always check. I'm always worried. They're not on the right side.
Why you would change it.
I don't know why I would change it either, but I always wonder if I'd change it after D&D. But anyways. Awesome fucking week of anime again.
Anime.
I mean, are we even...
These four anime are nice.
I gotta say, ever since Attack on Titan and Shield Slayer,
might as well have been called Shield Slayer. Doesn't even count.
And Shield Hero.
We used to call Shield Hero out of respect.
I know. We just had a fucking great slate of anime. Like this is like what we've gone through, like 3 different cycles of just pure greatness, honestly.
Yeah, because that Attack on Titan one didn't count because it was only one episode.
Oh, that didn't count at all. And I would say, like, even if we had stuck with Tokyo Revengers, and I'm pretty sure Vinland Saga at this point, we would have had like a completely great. Like,
I heard Vinland Saga is still slow.
Really? Okay.
I heard it's just all about farming.
Oh well. I thought I saw some cool scenes where like swords and shit were coming out.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. But
yeah, we've been great. Can't complain.
Yes. It's been awesome.
But since they are great, we have a lot to talk about. And we like to keep it around the 30-minute mark, but weekly anime was really around 45. So
honestly, we have 4 anime to go through, so it's fine.
So, but let's start out with the number one. We're going to start out with all season. There's no doubt about it. I think we were going from order of like, I don't want to say our favorites, but this is the favorite of the season: Demon Slayer, Swordsmith Village, season
3.
Yes.
3. Yes.
And what an episode! Holy shit!
Fucking. Yeah, what an episode. Dude, I was just like... Okay, I was very excited. I thought it was going to be a slow episode. I really did.
I did
like,
too.
in terms of Demon Slayer, slow, so not slow at all, but like still, like, just...
And they get exciting at the end for a little bit.
Exactly, yeah.
For just a little.
Just a little bit. But I loved we were so hyped about this fucking sword. We were like, all week, we were like, this sword's going to be awesome, it's so fucking cool, and just like, it's rusty. And it's like, that makes total fucking sense to show.
I just love how Tanjiro's so, just like, he's like...
I was at these two, Tanjiro and this kid together, Kohaku. No, Kotetsu. Amazing duo. She's the girl in Demon Slayer. Dr. Stone. Okay. We got so many D's. In Dr. Stone.
Yeah. Okay.
These two are amazing together. They are hilarious. They're both idiots, and it's great. It's like, don't you want to draw the sword? Don't you want to take the sword? No, I possibly couldn't. No.
I love it.
That whole sequence was killing me. All the sequences, pretty much up until it got intense, were killing me. Like I'm jumping around a little bit, but right up to jumping, you have the sword. The sword master coming back, the swordsmith coming back, Hanagaku.
There's no way I'm going to pronounce it.
And then
Tanjiro's swordsmith.
Yeah, and then a Nosuke swordsmith showing up who cracks me up every time. And then we jump right into Tanjiro talking to Genya.
Which was a great scene.
Which was an amazing sequence. Just talking to him like he's friends with him.
I love how
we're not friends.
I know. I love how Tanjiro just doesn't listen to him at all. He's like, you gotta try this rice cake. And I love how he's like, you broke my arm. And he's like, well, that's really your fault because you were hitting a woman, Genya. Come on, know that. Obviously.
I was dying laughing during that whole sequence. It's just like, Tanjiro, you're so nice. And Genya, you're such a dick, but he's gonna change you. Oh, yeah. He's gonna change you.
I love that's what I'm already loving it because, the Mist Hashira, once again, good luck with his name. His name's actually easy. Toketu?
Sure.
Toketu. I think it's Toketu.
Sure.
His name's not long. But, he's a dick. And Tanjiro's already talk no jutsu.
No problem. Well, he must have like there's something wrong with his brain, I think, because... we see in the ending credits that he has like this super nice, happy little backstory where a demon probably fucking ate his brother and then vomited it up and ate him again. That probably turned him all crazy. But like, you keep seeing like he like looks like he knew how to be a person at one point, and then he forgot how to, and then he just like slowly keeps coming back to it because like Tanjiro's little like one line like made him be human again for a minute.
Well, someone clearly said that line.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
but like
it's something like I think he's just the way he acts. I think he's like not all there.
I wonder if. I mean, guaranteed. When the demons kill his village or whatever, blah blah blah, it's gonna be one of those things where if somebody just saves somebody else instead of him, the demon probably wouldn't have killed everyone.
Probably,
because that's like his big thing is like gotta save people in order of importance.
Priority.
So I'm wondering if like he was saved by somebody sacrificing themselves, and instead of them saving him, they could have saved other people, and that's why he's so hell bent on like keeping the order.
Maybe that's very true.
I agree with you. There's definitely something wrong with me because I was like, is this kid like he might be like
a sociopath?
He just got nothing going on.
That's true. Also, he's very stupid. Yeah. He's like
not just like stupid, but like he's just like has nothing else behind those eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I guarantee.
Until Tanjiro sets the eye, and then he gets his eyes back.
I bet his eyes are going to change.
Yeah.
Like
they already do a little bit. Yeah,
they do a little.
But I don't. His technique is amazing.
Oh, he's badass as fuck.
The moment he grabbed the sword, that whole sequence, because Demon Slayer does every sequence, right?
God.
But the moment he did that sequence, we're just like mist breathing, fourth form. There's the whole room exploded in mist, and it's like, what the fuck is that? It looks like just super speed, but look, what the fuck is this? It was. I
think even though we debate it and we don't want it to be it, I do think the stuff is probably not actually happening because he turned the entire room into mist, which. He definitely didn't do that. Which to me is once again fine. It doesn't need to be. Who cares?
It's cooler.
It is cooler, but I'm just still like there's like this weird thing when people like find out that probably might be a thing. They're like, oh, it takes so much away from the show. I'm like, I don't really think so.
Yeah, it kind of does for me.
Really? Why?
Yeah, I don't know. I like that. That's like they can actually have that power to do that. It makes no sense that they can be able to do this. Yes, it makes total sense. That all that is in their head. That all the spinning.
It's an illustration of the form.
It just makes you didn't just think about it. Just like, well, now the fights are just boring.
What?
In reality, they're just boring.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
There's demons flying around everywhere.
Well, I don't root for the demons. I don't want the demons to do cool things.
What?
I want the sword the Demon Slayer Corps to be the ones like wielding the magic and all that stuff.
Boring. They're boring.
Well, think about it. If it doesn't have that stuff, yeah, it's boring. It's just Demon Slayer just like throwing themselves.
Literally
like,
last
endlessly.
week we were talking about the Hollow versus the Yamada fight was awesome, and all they did was swing swords at each other the entire time.
And then he turned on fire, which you actually see.
No, he didn't.
When
he's fighting her in episode 2, they literally just slash the swords, and then she pulls out her sheath, and you're like, I love when people do that.
Well, yeah, but they don't have. Okay, but fine.
Yeah, and he does have magical ability to do something.
Yeah, and he uses it. But the problem is that like
didn't use it in that fight.
They didn't add it in ahead of time. And there's other cool stuff in that show already. Like it's already like magic and shit going on.
We're not talking about that entire show. We're talking about that one instance fight.
Okay,
just sword fight.
I'm talking about the entire instance of this show of.
That's what I'm saying is like even if they weren't using the fire things, that's still more dramatic because they're fighting demons and shit.
So they don't have the magic stuff. It's not as cool.
I would agree. It's not as cool. I wouldn't say it's boring though.
Compared to what we are watching, I would say it is. So I would say compared to watching Tanjiro fling fire from his sword, it is boring if he doesn't have it. If we were just seeing Tanjiro swing his sword, it'd be boring.
I don't think it'd be boring.
I think
it'd be less awesome.
Boring.
This doesn't
comparatively boring.
Then all anime that don't have magic and just use swords are boring.
Comparatively?
To
ones that do?
Yes.
Yes.
I think boring is such the wrong word. Why are you watching them then? Why would you waste your time? Why would you only watch the non-boring stuff? Boring means bad. Boring means bad.
No, it doesn't.
Yes,
it does. But no, this means it's not as good. In this case, on the scale I'm using, it's not as good as the anime that do use the magic.
I agree with you, but using the word
doesn't
boring
mean they're bad.
Why are you watching boring things?
Well, because I'm human. That's what we do.
No,
Why do I do my boring ass job every day?
Because you get paid to do it.
Yeah, but I could go fucking do something else. I don't know off the top of my head. Something more fun.
You could, but you wouldn't.
I get paid for it. If I just make less money or something. We're going down a weird rabbit hole.
No, they're not boring. You're using the wrong word.
Okay, what word would you use?
Not as awesome.
Yeah.
Boring means
I think it's semantics now.
We're not okay. I mean, I'm boring. If someone went to me, they're like, "Oh, this show is boring." I'm like, "I'm not gonna fucking watch that."
I'm just saying they're comparatively more boring than watching the fire go everywhere.
Yes, I would say they are more, but I'm not saying they are boring.
Okay.
You said they were boring.
Okay, well, I'm saying comparatively, so I'm saying they'd be more boring without the fire.
I would agree with that,
Okay.
but it wouldn't be boring.
Yes, it would not be bad.
Yes, that was the point.
It
That
would
was
be
the point I was trying to make. That was the
okay,
only point.
well,
I was
that
trying
was
to
not
make.
the point I was arguing.
I mean, you literally okay.
I was not saying they were bad. I never said they were bad. I said they were boring.
That
Comparatively.
Sure. All right. You're gonna die in this hill, so it doesn't fucking matter.
I guess.
Yeah, because you won't give up on this.
Yes, I stand on this.
They're definitely not
This is
boring.
my hill.
I'm not this. You're all
So anyways, the
you're
demon
all
comes
listening.
in.
You all understand how dumb this thing is. Okay, sure. Let's guys, go watch boring stuff. Don't waste your time. Only watch Demon Slayer. Don't watch The Hollow because it's more boring.
Just put in the comments if you agree with me. That's all I want to hear.
They definitely don't. It doesn't make any sense.
I think maybe the internet will decide.
I don't think they.
They might. This could be the episode that blows up. We don't know.
Hopefully, that'd be great. Actually,
that'd be
well, the
fun.
weekly
That'd
anime
be
reviews are the more popular ones. But
Yeah,
anyway,
because of the flagship.
But anyways, so that one demon shows up. I don't remember what rank he is. I think he's the bottom of like the whatever.
He is okay. So the two demons that do show up. First off, before we do that, Tanjiro has kept Genya's tooth for some fucking reason. Hand back to him. I was like, what the fuck? That was like, Tanjiro, you're so nice that this is weird. Like, also, can Genya regenerate shit?
Yeah, I know that was weird.
That was really weird.
Yeah.
That's like demon
Some
adjacent.
demon-
That's demon
yeah,
adjacent, right?
yeah,
Right.
yeah. So I was like,
and like I'm thinking like,
I don't know.
but yeah, it's really weird. But either way, so the two demons show up. So first I think the jar is that's the
That
lowest
shows up
right now.
first,
That's the fifth moon.
Fifth moon, okay.
Okay, and then the crying one that showed up that we really saw the fight with is the fourth moon.
That would make sense because at first I thought he'd be the low. Now I think about it, I'm like, oh, he had to be the lowest because he's so sibling. Like that's not sibling. What the fuck? Is that even a word?
Sniveling. You're right.
No, I said sibling.
Oh, sibling?
Yeah,
No,
that's a word.
No, it's like
We'll make it a
syphilis?
word.
I don't know. Yeah.
Let's make it a word.
Yeah.
When you're sibling, when you're doing Civ 5.
Yeah, well, sure. There you go.
Yeah. What's the word? Sniveling. Sniveling loser. So I was
Yeah.
like, and then obviously, lo and behold, he's insanely powerful and like
And that's
broken.
not even from the opening. That's not even his main power.
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
got like wood power or some shit like
Oh,
that.
I thought that was the other guy.
No, he did water stuff. So remember,
maybe.
so in the opening, we see him like wood, like he's crying, and then like wood, like just like wraps around him. turns into wood dragons. The jar guy has like water or some shit that he shoots. I don't fucking know.
All I know is I'm
The genie in the bottle.
We were talking about that, but yeah, like Genya has demon like abilities or something. Who knows?
Some shit like that. Who knows?
But
It's gonna be
the
great.
jar guy shows up. That was gross as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm very glad that we're getting that the sniveling one turned into these jack badass
know.
dudes because
I
like
know.
they were both gross.
They were super gross, yeah. They were super very. He's got a fucking. The sniveling one has like a goiter on his forehead. I don't know what that was about. No, what I really like about this because like I was thinking during the episode, it's like man, like these upper moons are like the cannon fodder ones because like they don't really have faces. Like I know like the jar one has all of its things rearranged, but like you can't. I don't know. When you can't see the eyes, I think it just it makes the demon seem like they're just like. These are strong, but they're meant to die. Like they're meant to not be humanized in any way. Mm-hmm. Like, and that's the message of the show is like sometimes demons are human,
especially
as they eat you.
Yeah, I think especially too when they have an over, like, they only have one thing going on for them.
Yeah,
I know like the number 2 is like clearly like the happy one and like he's like, oh come on,
yeah,
like
he's
blah,
cold.
blah.
He looks like a human.
Yeah, he looks like a human, and he's
the
like
Dark Souls
leader.
theory. Always be scared of the human bosses.
Yeah, but he has personality to him.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
where these two like the one's just gross.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if maybe he does have a personality. I have no idea.
I don't go fuck.
Yeah, and then the other one was just literally just a sniveling. Like
he just cried all the time.
So like they didn't have much going on for him and stuff. However, this one's insane.
Like, the upper 4 is a broken fucking demon.
Yeah,
that is insanity. Like the fact that you can just cut off its head and then it multiplies and like I question where the limit is, but because that's gonna be like how they do it. They have to probably cut all the heads off at once to kill it, which is fucking bullshit.
How are they gonna do that?
I don't fucking know. They don't have enough fucking swords there to do it. Like,
well, they're on the Swordsman Village.
They're on the Swordsman Village. We don't have enough people to wield it. Like,
as
demonstrated.
Unless the village is like. There's a few people in the village who become badass.
That'd be kind of cool. I think the message is that like these are two halves of the same coin, but they do different things. Like the sword, like the demon core, the sword wielders kill things. The sword makers.
Oh no, they've already even mentioned that they're not good with swords.
Yeah, they're not good with swords.
Yeah, they already even
it's
mentioned
fucking
it.
hilarious. And demonstrated by the kid just swinging his sword back and forth.
That was hilarious.
That was killing me.
That was hilarious. Even though it's like a very serious moment.
Yeah, against the it looks like it looks like these both these their power is going to be like summoning other things because it had a jar on its back, so it was summoned by and the kid even the Miss Tashira even said that it was summoned by like some sort of spell. So the jar demon, the genie in the bottle there, probably summoned it to go fucking fight shit. And then Mist Boy.
I will say one thing that's also broken about the you said upper four there is it seems like when he breaks off, usually like when they're like gets cut and then there's like now 2 new ones or now 4 new ones, they're usually like considerably weaker, or they get weaker. It seems like they're all just fucking strong.
Nuts. Fucking nuts.
Also, that demon is... Tanjiro picked up fast, but like, he goes into the room, and I'm like, oh, he's going to be so strong. But like, what a genius move on this demon. It's like, oh, I just show up, and they cut my head off.
Yep. And then I just
and then I go ham
and start messing them up.
Yeah.
Oh my god. When he divided the first time, and the Miss Tashira goes at him, he just waves a fan and blasts him like miles away. I was like, oh shit. Oh shit!
Yeah, I love transforming Nezuko too because it just adds such a like dynamic to the group where like Tanjiro and her are like badass together.
And she looks like she already has some control over it after doing it once now too,
that's good.
Which is really really good. I'm glad I didn't have to watch a training sequence for that. I'm honestly because what was that gonna be? Nezuko just losing her mind episode to episode and then finally getting control. So
and she was also he was out of the count. Tanjiro was out of the count for a while. She could have been focusing then.
Yeah, that's true. She could have had her own training arc. But
I do love how like Tanjiro was like save Genya.
Yeah.
And the upper four is like, you're really confident and think you don't need help. And I'm like, that's not why he's doing it.
No, that's not it. Tanjiro would say that even if he was fighting against Muzan himself.
Now I thought about it. What? Genya got stabbed. And like, looks like he's going to be dead.
Oh, shit. He can heal. Oh, my God. Yeah, you're totally fucking right. That makes total sense. Because I was like, oh, man, that would be a fatal wound to anyone else.
Yeah.
How's he going to make it out of this? That's
also, I love that he has a fucking gun.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I love that Tanjiro doesn't know what it is. He's like, what is that? And he loves that he smells like the swords.
Yes.
Love that. But I just think it's badass as shit.
I think it's so cool. I can't wait to see his brother, Windashira, do it because he has a bigger gun.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, we've seen it before. I think when he first showed up or when we saw Rengoku, like all of them fighting about Rengoku, like he had a big rifle.
That's awesome.
And he like wields it with one hand. I'm pretty sure. It's like, yes, let's see this. So I'm very interested to see how that goes. But I love the gun. I love how it just blew off the demon heads like it was nothing.
I love how the gun was introduced. I think it was like just the way it is. Like it's just like he just is standing above them with a gun, and it's kind of like the camera, like everything like stopped for a second, and then it's just like a good introduction to a weapon that's new to the world.
Exactly.
Like, it all focused on the gun.
It was insane. And then they divide into another set, and just friggin' Tanjiro has the worst day ever.
I know,
because he has to fight the flying one.
I know.
And even after which can blast out your ears. Which thank God, maybe this is why they didn't put Zenitsu in this arc because that would cripple him.
Oh yeah, whatever.
That would destroy him. He falls. So Tanjiro falls out of the sky, and being the the tank that he is, he just hits the ground, doesn't die or anything. But the leg can now sprout a head. I'm just like, can all the body parts sprout things?
Well, it seemed like the head was still part of Joy, not a new one.
Yes, correct. But still,
so that's even more dangerous.
Yeah, but like that's the point. Like most demons, it's usually the head is the focal point. So the fact that he can just grow another body part off of another body part.
Yeah.
I love Tanjiro's face too, as it like was charging up for another scream at him, and he was just like,
yeah, yeah, he was.
Are you kidding me?
I don't think he's gonna have to cut all the heads off at the one time because he kept saying he's like, where's the vital point?
Oh, that's a good point.
So I'm assuming there's a different vital point on this one somewhere, and he's got to figure it out.
Maybe the main body's somewhere else. Maybe this wasn't it. Because Tanjiro did not. None of them sensed it was a demon.
That was cool.
So maybe it's not. Maybe it's I don't know, wood clones or some shit like that. I don't know. Based on the power, I'm just guessing off of what the opening was. But maybe they are some sort of demon magic clone shit, and like the main body, like the sniveling thing, is the main body, and it's just somewhere else.
That's yeah, maybe.
I don't know. An idea.
That is a good point, though.
I kind of would like it just to all be in the one because it'd be cooler.
That would be cooler.
It'd be less tropey, but regardless, it was such an insane friggin' Tanjiro always has to go through every arc like where he gets the shit kicked out of him. So this is happening right now where he's getting the living crap kicked out of him, and then all the Hashira converge and it'll be good. But I'm dying to see how many emotions this thing has.
This I'm telling you, sadly, off of this episode, I think it's gonna be 13 episodes.
Oh, it is. They already announced it's going to be.
Oh, damn it! They announced that.
Yeah, they announced it. Yeah,
at least they're kicking it off fast then.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, that's the only thing I like because it'll end the arc, so it means that like we'll have faster shit going on.
They said 3 days, 3 nights. So
yeah, exactly, and they're actually almost through most of it. I think. Like Tanjiro said, like takes the thing takes 3 days, 3 nights, and then he said he'd be done like tomorrow night or something like that.
But did you say 3 days, 3 nights in this episode?
Yeah, he
said
the
new sword.
He said the polishing techniques takes 3 days and 3 nights. We all good?
Yeah.
He says the polishing technique takes 3 days and 3 nights, and then he said, "So Mr. So and So will be done like tomorrow night," meaning 2 of those days already passed.
Oh,
yeah. I think they jumped forward in time.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense because then like they said the fight until tomorrow night, and then he gets his badass sword and gets to be a fucking cool guy.
Well, I'm assuming he gets it mid-fight.
Probably something like that.
Which would be fucking sick.
Awesome.
But let's move on to Demon Slayer. Obviously, is always going to take a majority of the time.
Demon Slayer, it's so
let's move on to the second anime we're going to be talking about is Hell's Paradise. Hell's Paradise. Chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Such a good show.
Mappa is nuts. Like, they have got to be one of the biggest powerhouses. I don't know the Japanese anime business market out there at all, but I imagine they got to be like right now like the Microsoft over there or something.
Yeah, probably.
Some rising star that's happening really fast.
Yeah.
Because they have so many good anime. Like, I don't think there's been a cycle where they haven't been like there hasn't been a season where they haven't had something in it.
Yeah, you're right.
And they're like bangers.
Well, they used to be like nobody.
Yes.
They did have shows. Let me you could talk about the episode for a little bit, and I'm gonna pull up their
you figure out that.
So we have
but this episode Hell's Paradise was with their animation, of course, was amazing.
Beautiful. I
loved every second of it, and we got to see one second, I gotta fix the skull. Oh no, we didn't fix the skull in time.
Oh no.
But anyways, we got to see some amazing animation and some fucked up monsters. I don't know what's going on in Japan where they like there's just some fucking group of freaks in a basement just coming up with the creepiest shit they possibly can. We saw a giant purple or a purple giant with pink arms for eyes and a very long tongue. And I'm just like, what on earth? Who thinks of this nightmare fuel? And then all the other demony things that popped up were just like, it was like Attack on Titan shit, but like on acid, you know? So it was just insane. What do you got over there?
All right, so it was pretty much like Mappa. First of all, Mappa only has 310 employees, which is
those poor people.
Crazy.
Those poor people. Holy fuck.
So Mappa, they had I don't want to say the name of it, but Hajime no Ippo, which is that boxing anime. That was a very big anime at the time.
Yeah.
But then they did have like ones I've heard like Terror in the Renaissance, whatever. They've had a few that I've like not like I've heard of, but like I've never definitely seen. Yuri on Ice was probably their big one in 2016, and then they Category that stupid one with like the card games. Like it's like that's really bad
gambling one.
So they like kind of like they didn't really have much going on. They did have stuff going on, and then they had animes that people definitely like have probably seen, like Dororo.
Oh yeah, I watched that one. That was really good.
Dororo, and Banana Fish is really popular too. It's like sad or whatever. And then they had the one with Doro. Then they got a high school.
Awesome.
And they had like some anime. They were getting more and more popular. And then they had Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah.
And ever since Jujutsu Kaisen, it's like Attack on Titan, Tact Op Destiny, which the animation was nuts. Chainsaw Man, but like this is where they're coming. Chainsaw Man, Vinland Saga, Attack on Titan, Hell's Paradise, like they're One Punch Man. They're now like just like the animes they're getting are like they had like they were like there's definitely studios we know that have like smaller animations and blah blah, but we watch them in because like I don't know who does Dr.Stone, but
neither do I.
Or Mashle, which
I'll
look up and do. But then they went to like now Mappa just does big name fucking animations, except for you think Hell's Paradise too is like. They didn't advertise the show at all.
No.
And it's fucking sick.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
And it's creepy as fuck.
Yeah, it is creepy.
It's weird. It's weird how they're like operating, but They got to be one of the larger studios now at this point.
But
like,
one thing I like about this episode is this pacing in the show. They just do really good.
so good.
These backstories are giving these characters, which is great because you know it's really funny. I really thought about it. It was last episode where we were like, well, that guy was sick, cut off his hand. He was badass. And we immediately got his backstory right at the beginning of the episode. I was like, it's like they were listening to us.
As I knew. Yeah, and his backstory was, I cut down a sign.
I know. Yeah.
So I got sentenced to death. It was like, what the fuck? Yeah. This guy just, he oozes coolness. Because
he really does.
I love swords. I think it's because I talked about it in the episode, but I think it's because of all my years of watching Itachi just like not use his sleeves in his Akatsuki outfit that I think whenever a kimono wearing sword master doesn't use his sleeves, it's like, this is so badass.
It is badass.
Really, like, you don't have to worry about like being ready to fight. You're always ready to go. I think he was so cool. Cut his hand off, and we didn't see the sequence again. And he's just like, yeah, it doesn't matter to me at all. Though.
I was glad they didn't show it again.
Yeah, me too. And he's partnered with some freak of an executioner. Why is it always the one? You know, it's always the ones that like dissect bodies and like do medicine stuff, which in reality would be very helpful. You know, usually we like medical people that do that.
Yeah, keep them around.
But for some reason in anime, everyone that is into that is a fucking weirdo. Like, the kid was blushing while he was cutting a body open.
Yeah, it was weird.
Like, what the fuck?
It was
so weird. But it was just, and then most of the episode was just get the Hollow going fire force and is ripping through shit.
That was so cool.
And
everyone saving her because, you know, he's like, I can't do it. And then I like that he saved her in his form.
Yeah, where he just like cuts out like all of their, you know, sensory and just like, I'm killing things now.
Yeah, and then the
Kunoichi.
Yeah.
I don't know her name. The
slutty girl.
Yeah, the Kunoichi. Yeah. She shows up, and that sequence was amazing.
Oh, it was great.
It's just like, oh, she's gonna try to flirt with him. It's like, I know the techniques of Kunoichi. Just knocks her on the ground. I thought I had to keep it. It happened like 4 times, and it's like every time it was even better.
Okay.
Like,
well, the one time she like wrapped it around on him. I hope they fight at some point because that would be badass.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Yeah. But I love how the one guy, what do they call it? The Asuman, the Yamada Clan, whatever.
Yeah.
I love how he was like, well, she tricked my guy that I was following. He died, so you know, I didn't think only one of them can handle her. And I love immediately Siguri there. She's like, he always falls for women.
Yep,
like,
he fell for her tricks too.
Yeah.
And then the actual executioner that's signed to her, just like the nicest dork on the planet.
Yeah.
And it's like she keeps cutting him off and everything. He's always books and stuff.
Yeah.
I want to watch these. He's actually like super badass.
Oh, I know, it'll be sick.
Just cut through like fucking mountains.
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
Because when Siguri there, when she goes down, she passes out, which we still don't know why she passed out. It seems like she seems overwhelmed or something.
Yeah, which I'm very confused on how they're doing her character right now. Like, I like her character a lot, but it's like there's times where it's like she's super badass, and then there's times where she's just not.
And
it's like, I'm like, on a level I get it, because you went to this place and you saw giant Buddhas trying to pretty much eat your babies. But
yeah,
I get it. Who wouldn't pass out like that? But like, I don't know. It's one of those shows where it's like you think like everyone's put together enough that you just like send him in there, they'll be fine. Mm-hmm. So I'm very interested to see what's going on with her character, because like I don't understand. Like there's just times where it's like I get where she's like going through her emotional journey and understanding things, and there's times where it's like don't understand, like, why are you useless right now? Mm-hmm. Like, so we'll see.
You were just going sword to sword. He was going full strength with the Hollow, and now you're falling apart. But one thing I do like is that she passed out, and that guy, the chubbier guy, they made him carry her. It's like, what? Out of all the people,
he's not even carrying her like well. He's like falling. At
the other guy's like jacked out of his mind.
Yeah, no, not doing anything, of course.
But it was fun to see the Hollow just destroying things. When he went, awesome to see his magic. It's just pretty much fire magic.
Yeah,
but
his ninjutsu.
Yeah, did he call it that?
Calls it ninjutsu,
I do like that. I love, and I think it's really cool, the concept that he still remembers and uses lessons the leader taught him.
That's really good. Nah. It's just it's an interesting. This place fucking sucks.
This place
sucks. Like, you got bugs that turn you into wood monsters.
Yeah,
I'm just like, what the fuck?
I like how that what's it, Konichi?
The female ninja are Kunoichi.
Kunoichi.
Yeah, so she's a Kunoichi.
Oh, Kunoichi. When she's like, well, we tested it on him. Yeah, she's gonna be a riot.
Yeah,
especially because he's like, he hates her. I love when he's like, I have a wife.
Yeah. And he doesn't want to work with her at all at first too, and then they're like, but it's such a good idea. She has information. It's like.
I do love that she was like, don't be naive, like, well, I'm only because it's advantageous at the current moment to do this, but I will end up trying to kill you at some point.
Exactly. And oh my god, when she was lying about her backstory.
Oh my god, it was
so doing it so badly.
Yeah, he's like, stop lying.
Yeah. I have a sick little sister, and then I was recruited by the so and so to fight things. Like he was like, none of that's correct.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Like not a single word you just said was right.
I can't wait to see them fight. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah,
and then we got the backstory of one of the crazier ones. I can't remember his name. The blonde hair guy who has a scar on his eye.
Oh yeah,
that's like blank. And his brother who looks like a girl for some reason.
Yeah, of course. Who infiltrated the Asaman? I'm gonna call him Asaman.
Asaman. I think
that's probably not how you do it, but it's Asaman.
It's Asaman.
Asaman.
I know they're the Yamada clan, so that's like helpful enough. But they have a specific name for those.
I wonder if the Yamada clan is just like the highest faction of the Asaman, because like they don't all look alike, even even remotely. So I wonder if there's like if it's a family within the clan, because this kid's not part of the clan. He's just an Asaman.
Yeah, so he like joined.
Yeah, so I don't know how that works.
We'll look it up, but
regardless, so he bamboozled all of them and did this so that he could get his brother out. Which I don't know how you just go. Well, I guess they did say that he was like good enough to join after like 2 months. So
yeah, because when he cut the thing, everyone was like, "Whoa,
that was so cool!"
And he got to pick who he was executing, which is like kind of fucked up. But
yeah, the weirdos.
No surprise.
But it was interesting. But I like that. I thought that was a cool twist to the story. It's like so these guys really like they just keep adding in more and more that these Asaimon are very fallible. You know, they're not like this ultimate executioner squad group. They're like actually a bunch of several of them are kind of idiots actually.
Hold on a second. Let's listen to this.
That was Yamada.
Hold on. Oh my god. Here we go. Here goes it.
Asaman.
That doesn't seem right.
I don't know. Regardless.
Oh, here we go.
So that's the clan name.
Yeah, I don't know why it's just doing the whatever. Asaman, whatever. Fucking the executioners.
Yeah, the executioners. Exactly.
Yeah, we did it.
Yeah, we did it. So,
but I did like I love how all these people are bad.
Yes.
These criminals are bad.
Yes.
I love that they have semi-humanity to them because, he cares about his brother. It looks like he abandons his brother at first, but he just did to get a bigger weapon.
Yeah, exactly.
And then thought his brother planned that. He was like, thanks for giving me time to get a bigger weapon. But this kid's nuts because he's like, I'm God.
Yeah.
And it's like,
all right, buddy, sure.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see him fight anyone. Mm-hmm. Any one of the people left.
Let him fight the giant.
Let him fight the giant. That'd be so cool. That'd be so cool.
I want to forget the Giants' backstory.
Yeah. Also interesting that we saw when he was fighting the monsters, they were talking to him.
Yes.
Yeah.
They said murder is sin.
Yeah, and like everything here is alive and all that stuff as they're trying to murder things. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, that's because it's like why are they attacking them?
And all I'm sorry, I keep cutting you off. No, I'm just going over the terrible landscape of all this, but all like the Buddha statues, like they were talking about how two different religions. I think
Taoism
and Buddhism were like fused there, like you saw them everywhere, and then all the statues were fucked up though, like monsterish. So it's
like you would never seen a Buddha statue in a Buddhist culture. Being fucked up.
Yeah, fucked up. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I don't know.
It's weird, interesting. I will say, his idea is really funny because it is it's like, why did no one think of this? It's like he's like, well, when we get the elixir of life, I'm just gonna drink of it. It's the Shogun's a moron.
Yeah. Facts. Yeah.
Like he's like, I'm gonna send a bunch of criminals on here. It's like, why don't you just hire one of these organizations?
Yeah, like the goddamn ninjas that you're sending in anyways.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, why don't you just hire them?
I think the idea is that the executioners are going to keep them in check, which no shot. There's not a fucking way. Like maybe if these guys were just petty criminals.
Yeah.
Like and not god level beings that can just like
a few of them have died from them, but
a few of them have died. But like
if the Hollow wanted to go all out, he probably could kill them all.
100%, 100%. He already could. Yeah. He would have killed her already, and probably would have killed the purple-haired kid from the first one, from the second.
That kid was about to die.
Yeah, he was ready to die. Yeah, he was done. So it's great show. Still loving it. Can't wait to see where it goes.
Yep, I'm really excited. Looks fucking awesome. Nappa out there killing it. Let's move on to the next show, Dr.Stone season
3.
Yes,
3. Yes. Great, awesome episode. Very, I'm not gonna call it slow episode. It was a very Dr. Stone episode. They were inventing things the entire time. They were building a boat. They built a jet boat.
Fucking sick.
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah. They did their building stuff, getting ready to go and all that stuff. They made was this episode where they made currency?
No.
That must be in the longer one then that I'm watching.
Yeah, no,
I'm catching up on the middle one. He made the greedy guy. He makes currency immediately.
What's he make it out of?
Just paper. The idea is, so you know that they're looking for oil and everything, right?
Yeah.
And he gets the rights to the oil fields once they that's his deal. Like he wants the rights to the oil fields, and then so he's making all this money and giving it out to them, so they can pay him back with it when they want to buy oil. So he's backing.
Why is anyone allowing this?
Because Senku's like, currency is worth it. Like they're always like, currency is like a good part of civilization.
You know,
so it's
it
like,
makes sense.
Yeah.
Like,
so he's like
already
he's just trying to like make himself super rich by inventing currency immediately, and then backing it with the idea of oil.
Well, yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
I do like the way they do find the oil. So they take a bunch of pictures, whatever, and then
Kohaku.
Kohaku, well, she finds the blob on the map, and then they can't find it, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, no, we can't find it because it's not detailed enough. And then the little melon head girl, who is always a fucking good time, because Francois is the only one who figures out that she's the best move to do that.
Yes.
She's still, she uses her to find black truffles.
Yes.
She's making elegant food. Yeah,
yes.
that's about.
And then Senku realizes using the boars that smell like oil or petroleum or whatever, that they can track down the oil fields. And it's like, I love the scene where it just immediately cuts to Francois about to kill the one they eat. It's like, ooh, it reeks of petroleum. And Senku's like, don't kill that one! Don't kill that one!
Yeah.
So I was like, yes, this show is so fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And they find their oil fields and get what they...
it's a very, like, first of all, I already got the setup for extracting it down, and I love how we didn't have to see that. I think this was a very good episode. It was like a classic Dr. Stone episode for majority of it. Science. Here, learn things, guys. Learn things, guys. Learn things, and it's like a lot of fun. And then, I mean, there's not much to say about this episode except for the last, because the last part
is the important part.
Takes up the entire episode.
Yes.
It's because that's how big it is.
Yes. So they set out to sea with their little jet boat, and which
is cool,
which is awesome, and they create a radio.
Before we move on for that, they set out to sea on their little jet boat, and it's the first time to use it.
Yeah,
speedboat, whatever you want to call it. I would have been on that inaugural.
Fuck no, absolutely not.
Yeah,
no way. If I was Chrome there and he was like, "Oh my god, I can't already see the coast," I'd be shitting my pants.
I'd be like,
"Oh my god, where's the land?"
I know.
Like, we don't go out this far.
Yeah, we've never gone out this far.
We could go out this far.
Yeah.
I thought there was just death out here, and there probably is. Who knows? After 37, I mean, I guess. What would the shark population be like? Oh, I don't want to think about it.
Oh, the ocean population would be humongous.
Oh, God, I don't want to think about it. Fuck that noise. No. But they set up a radio, which goes all over the world. I don't think that's how radios work, but I don't know.
It's not the radio that goes all over the world. It's the GPS system that goes all over the world.
Oh, my bad, yeah.
And that shot off a wave that probably... The radio is only connected to the radio tower.
Right. You're right. So yeah, they create GPS,
which I love. The animation when he's like GPS, and they're all like the ones who are
who know what it is.
They're like, what the? They're like, how are we going to make a satellite?
I know. Because it'd been funny if he found a way to like use ones that were still up there, but they all fell to Earth already.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, but so they do that, and then immediately Morse code comes through.
Wait.
Oh, okay. What?
Well, that part's the most important part. But real quick. Come on, this part's hilarious.
It is hilarious. Go ahead.
I just love when I don't know his name, the blonde-haired kid. I just love when he's like, Chrome. The last time he was on the radio with you was too scared to say like, he had feelings for you, so maybe you should do it. I was like, this little shit. Yeah. But anyways, yes. Go on.
He's just trying to start stuff, and then of course it gets her proclamation of love to Chrome, the princess, daughter of
She's a queen, isn't she?
It's a village. They don't have this mafia. They have the daughters.
The way to decide who becomes the next king is a fight.
Yeah, exactly.
So
not anymore. They pretty much stopped that now.
Yeah, well, because
Senku's awesome.
Yeah.
But anyways, so it immediately gets cut off by Morse code, and is just saying why the entire time.
Which is really creepy drawing that they
because Senku goes like, "Ooh, is this what's behind the petrification all those years ago?" Which I'm wondering now. I was thinking maybe it was an experiment gone wrong, and they're just gonna find like the remnants, but maybe it was like an AI.
Yeah, that could have been.
Yeah, maybe it's still like functioning after all this time. I don't know how, but still functioning after all this time.
Or it seems like a purposeful attack.
Exactly, yeah.
Because I'm assuming saying why, like why are you
like awake? Yeah,
and advancing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that could be that'd be fun.
Maybe it might be only the island of Japan is the only place because that's where they landed from space, and that's where lucky enough Sengoku came awake. So maybe
Senku.
What did I say?
Sengoku.
Sengoku. One Piece. Senku came awake because that would make sense if that's like where all the only humans exist, because that's where the astronauts landed.
Oh yeah, of course.
So
Yeah.
There wouldn't be any humans anywhere else.
No,
unless some bats are shitting on people.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah.
1 in a million chance.
Yeah.
1 in a billion chance probably, but still. Yeah, so and it'd just be interesting because that's probably in Brazil. So where like the whole thing emanated from. So I don't know, maybe there's a facility out there still functioning. I don't know. I think it'd be very interesting to see what we do.
It will be very interesting.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be. I'm very excited for next episode.
Yeah, I think this is what you were talking about this too, that you needed. Like you needed some like new conflict to happen. And this is it. This is
I know. Yeah, I think because Dr. Stone's great. And it's a lot of fun. But when you're watching Demon Slayer, Hell's Paradise, and
it's a lot of fun. That's really what it just comes down to.
And the next show we're about to talk about, where like so much shit's happening, so much crazy shit, and a lot of fun shit, and you're like, science is great, but I just wanted science to go towards something, and they have been setting it up, and it's a lot of fun. But I think this is where the show's going to start kicking off.
Yeah, cool. I'm pumped for it. I can't wait.
Super pumped. And then the last anime on our docket, which we're definitely going to go over 45 minutes.
No, that's fine.
That's whatever. Is Mashle.
Dude, I was dying in this episode.
This episode's great.
I was up riding the bike watching this, and I was like, oh my god, this is so hilarious. Just opening up with the broom lesson too.
Oh
where
my god.
Like, he's like, fly. Right. First off, straight out of Harry Potter, hilarious.
Oh yeah,
like, fly. Just stand like stomp so hard on the ground it pops up, and he's like, fly.
Yeah. Oh, first of all, I just want to get the full name of the series.
Okay.
Mashle, Magic and Muscles.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. Natural magic and muscles.
But yeah, I agree with you. And he stomps on it, and I love he stomps on it, catches it, and then says fly.
Yeah,
and the other guy's like, "That's not even how it works."
And then just he does whatever. His little buddy was asking, he's like, "Is this even possible?" When he just during the broom race competition, he just spear chucks it and then jumps faster than it. It's, it's akin to whatever in Dragon Ball Z. They have a guy that can just old villain that just breaks a pillar off, throws it, and then jumps onto the pillar and technically flies.
Yeah.
Like, why did you just jump?
I love that even too. He's like, and I use the Air Force to like slow myself down so like it catches on it. But I love that it's like all this shit happened and this is like
in the span of a second.
Seconds, and then which I love because it's like record breaking, blah blah blah. And then I love and then Draco Malfoy shows up.
Oh yeah. Yep, yes he does.
I don't remember the character's actual name.
Oh, it was actually pretty good. It was I don't remember.
I'll look it up.
But Draco shows up and he's like, for some reason he wanted them to mess with Mash immediately. Don't know why.
I don't know.
I don't know what that was about. Maybe just because Mash was, a kid who broke through the maze as opposed to doing it
probably
in the entrance exam. But anyways, he wants to mess with Mash and asks Mash to meet him back there later in the day, and then Mash just completely forgets, and the kid's just pissed as hell. I just love that every like turn.
Tom Knowles.
Tom Knowles?
That was his name.
Okay. No, it wasn't.
It wasn't Tom Knowles?
No.
Oh, no, Tom Knowles is the guy at the end.
He's a cool kid at the end. That kid's awesome.
That kid's great. Oh, man, that's funny.
But yeah, I just loved it every turn that every time like the kid was like trying to get a rise out of Mash or something, or like trying to get him to like recognize who he was, Mash was like, okay. And it was pissing him off so much. Oh, I was dying. Just the scene where Mash like stands him up essentially. His face was killing me.
Oh, Lloyd Cavill.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, there's houses in this. House Orca, House Lang, House Alder.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we saw like they showed us the symbols.
Oh, this is just straight up fucking Harry Potter.
Oh, 100%. Like, right out of it. But it's great.
They have Quidditch at the end.
Yeah, they have Quidditch at the end. That's right. So it was
you get coins.
You get coins, yeah.
Not points. Not points.
And there's only 3 houses, not 4.
Yeah, and Dumbledore. And then there was another thing that I was like, oh, this is just like Harry Potter. I can't remember what it was. But anyways.
Yeah.
But go on.
So the conflict with them just keeps, arising, and Lloyd had pretty much just like he tricks Mash into like doing all the stuff for him because saying he can get him in good with, the vice principal, who can then help him become a
divine
visionary. Divine visionary. And Mash, being the idiot that he is, just goes along with it. Super nice, goes along with it until he gets too pissed. But this episode is just Mash can be so stupid. He's so stupid. It just was killing me. It's like when all of his journals were getting torn up and he just like sat down next to the kid. It's like, can I borrow your journal? It's like, maybe you should ask someone else. Thanks for letting me borrow your journal. You're such a nice friend. It's like, I didn't say that.
No. I love when Lloyd pours the water on the thing and Mash cleans it. And that's when he's like kind of first clicks in his head, and he makes it so clean that's like polished.
Yep.
I love that. Obviously one of the best parts of the entire episode is when Mash finally breaks.
Yes.
And I love how Mash, just like the headmaster pointed out, does things before he thinks.
Yep.
And he just immediately takes Lloyd's head and smashes it and knocks him the fuck out. He's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that.
Man, that was a bad idea.
And I love when the vice principal comes and he's like, I'm going to expel you. And I love Mash's reasoning, which honestly would scare the fuck out of me. He's like, you maybe could expel me. He's like, what are you doing? You're burying me.
Yeah.
He's like, but I will always be able to bury you, and I'll make sure of it. And
I would be like, they do to me.
I'm like, I'm not gonna expel this kid.
No, absolutely not. They're reporting this kid. Are you shitting me? Yeah. I actually might try to transfer to a different school.
Yeah.
Like it was killing me when, I just, so many times, like, there's just, I mean, we do get this trope a lot of just like, the stalwart character who will just like stick to his own thing and do whatever. But every now and again, just when you have these weasel characters, all you want to happen is them to get punched in the face. Mm-hmm. That's all you want. Mm-hmm. And then a lot of times it doesn't happen until later or something like that, or something annoying, like the king in Black Clover. I just want him to get punched in the face so bad. This guy had the same energy for me. And then Mash just kicks him in the face.
Yeah,
I was yes!
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yes! I forgot that. Like that. He's
going on.
He's just talking. He's like, I'm gonna belt, and Mash is like, fuck it, and just knees him right in the fucking nose. He's like, oh, what the fuck?
I just like how he just starts digging, and the guy was like, I'm gonna cast magic on you, and Mash just like takes the dirt and just shoves it in his face. He's like, what is this? And then it's like,
I love when Lloyd gets smashed in. It cuts to his like Goonies there, who I don't think are actually as good. I think they're forced to be, and he's just like, they're like, one guy's like, what? And then the other guy's like, double what? And then they're just both like, double what? And I love their reaction of him hitting the vice president. They're just like,
oh god.
I love it. I think it's so funny.
So much violence, we don't know what to do. I was dying. It's always good to see the weasel characters get their shit rocked, and they get rocked in the best way. It's not like they get humiliated or anything like that. They literally get the crap kicked out of them.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh my god. Just when Mash grabs the kid's hair, and he's like, I just love the face the kid makes when it's like, huh?
That's what I love too, is because like we even know we're gonna say it 1,000 times watching the show, so get ready for it. If you ever make a weekly anime reviews into a drinking game, this is definitely what you should put on there. I just love how much in this magic-based world they're not ready for muscle. I love it. Like they just don't understand physical attacks. Even though that kid was like punching the one kid.
Yeah.
But they just like
it's like nerds punching nerds. Like they're weak as fuck.
When Mash is just 1,000 times stronger than everyone.
Mash is 1,000 times stronger than a regular person in our world.
Yeah, that's true.
In this world, he's a god essentially.
Yeah. I love it. And I love, how the kid, I can't remember his name. We got to get the names of these.
We do, because he's part of the squad.
Western names.
Yeah, he's part of the squad.
Finn.
Yeah, he's part of the squad now.
He's part of the squad. Which other guy, I do see his name. His name is Dot Barrett. The one we can't wait to see.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm pumped.
One's Lance Crown.
Oh, that's a good name. What's the girl's name?
Lemon Irvin.
Lemon Irvin. Okay, cool. So yeah, I
felt bad for Finn.
I did feel bad for Finn, and I like that Finn tried to do the right thing too. Like after there was a line. I was like, I'll shred the books, but I'm not gonna like burn his clothes. And I'm telling you, like the guy's too nice. He's too nice of a guy. And then Finn, of course the kid's beating up all that stuff, and then that's when Matt shows up. But it's always nice to have like a character do the right thing ahead of time, as opposed to like having to like see Mash be Mash, and he's choosing to be better. It's like no, he's like he felt bad that Mash was such a nice guy, so he had to do the right thing.
Yeah, Mash gave him cream puffs.
And he gave him cream puffs, yes.
Mash's cream puffs. I love when he's making the cream puffs. That's when he's supposed to meet up with him.
Yep.
Lloyd there, and he's like, was I supposed to do something?
Yeah, well. I liked after that too when he is being interrogated by the principal, and it's like, do you know why you're here? Because I made cream puffs in the dorm kitchen without permission.
And he's like, that's not at all.
That's not close.
I love the headmaster. Obviously, he's straight up Dumbledore, because he's like, the whole 100%. Reason I joined this because the way the magic world works, he needs to be broken
now. Yes.
Yeah, and all this kind of stuff. And Mash is the perfect person to do so.
Yes.
Because he doesn't fit the mold and all this kind of stuff. So I love the fact that they literally mentioned earlier in the episode and that the Magic Council, whatever their fucking name is.
Yeah,
there's a name for them.
I don't know what it is.
It's like the Supreme Court. They're just like final law.
Division of Magic.
Division of Magic. Yep.
That's what it is.
Whatever they say goes. And that's it. There's no arguing it. That's how it works. And the headmaster immediately is like, fuck that. So he must be more powerful. He must be the most powerful wizard probably in the world.
Probably.
That he can literally just burn their they're like expel his kid. He's like, fuck you.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
I think like his school is the basis for he's insanely strong. And then B, the school is the basis for like all of their recruitment.
Yeah.
So they kind of need it. So it probably has a lot of leverage there. But what I really do enjoy with the show is that it keeps going. You know, like you think everything we described right there is a full episode already.
Oh yeah, we didn't even get to the ending.
Yeah, we're not even. Like and then there's another like 5 minutes of Mash running into what might be one of the funnest characters.
I really like him.
Tom Knowles.
Tom Knowles.
Like,
I love how. So it's like, and then Mash became famous. First of all, if a comedy has narration, it's already funny.
Yes.
It's like, and then Mash became famous for beating blah blah blah.
bullies.
And then Tom Knowles is just like, hey, and I just love how the girls are like, ooh, Tom Knowles, and they're like, he was that mushroom head guy. Which first of all, Mash is jacked out of your head. Ladies,
Yeah, get out of here.
Yeah, his haircut is super dumb.
It
but
is.
like,
It is. But get out of here.
I
Get
love
out
how
of
Mash is like, he's like, this guy's denser than me.
I know, because that all he was doing the entire time was like, I can't fly a room. I can't fly a room.
Well, and
I
of course,
can't fly a room.
Mash, he's like, don't be ridiculous. You broke the record. And like, it's like, Mash, that is kind of your fault.
Yeah, it is your own fault, man. I mean, realistically, he probably just had to like jump a couple times and beat the kids out of the sky in the game.
We're about to find out.
Oh,
I think that's what he's gonna
It
do.
ends on them doing that.
Yeah, I think that's what he's gonna do.
But this Tom Knowles kid, he's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't wait to see.
He's
him
always
do
going to
more.
show up and just be absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah,
Just like,
exactly.
oh, yeah.
Hey, look at me, I'm a great guy.
Yeah. I do think one thing that's really funny is in this world that this person has created, which some Japanese guy, I'm not figuring out your name. Yeah. Shout out to that author. Is the people of this world, the main crowd, are absolutists. They literally, MASH is famous.
Yes.
Everyone always strong. They do the Quidditch thing. Everyone's like, oh my god, a first year on their whatever they fucking call that sport. It's Quidditch.
It's Quidditch.
Whatever they call it sport.
They have the same goddamn colors.
Yeah,
it's Harry Potter.
They have rings set up.
I know.
It's literally the Quidditch stadium. There's like towers and everything. It's Quidditch. But they're like, no, first year on this, holy crap. Whoa. And then everyone's like, that's really cool. He must be really strong. Everyone, the Quidditch team was like, yeah, yeah. And then immediately he's not flying, and the crowd's like, fuck this kid. And they're like, oh my god, like, well,
give him a chance.
Like, and when she's gonna do some crazy ass
I'm sure
shit.
he's probably gonna take the broom and just like spear it again through some
Yeah,
guy's
and then
head.
just jump on it and then something. I don't know. He's gonna do something that's gonna make the crowd go like everyone does anytime MASH does anything. But
I also I saw that Finn and Lemon were sitting together in the stands already.
Oh, were they?
So like the squad's already forming.
Yes. I can't wait for the red-haired kid, man.
Yeah, I know.
I really hope he lives up to the way we think he's gonna live, but I really do think he's gonna. I think he's gonna. But
I can't wait to see more of Finn too. Just like Finn, he's a good character. I really love him because he is like he's gonna be that character that just like everyone around me is the dumbest person on the planet.
Yes,
but there's nothing I can do about it.
I love those characters in anime. The one person who's smart. The one person who's like
MASH so much.
The one person's like, what the fuck are you
yeah,
doing?
MASH like, can I borrow a broom? I grabbed this like reed or something thinking it was a broom. And it was like, you thought that was a broom, you idiot.
I like it's like Megumi in Jujutsu Kaisen where it's just like these fucking idiots.
They're so stupid.
And just Yuji and Nabarro just like I
Oh my
love
God,
those.
he's great.
I think when anime has one of those characters that makes it like so much better.
Way
the
better.
one character who's just like, and it's always just one who's just like,
one.
what the fuck is going on?
Yep. Oh my God.
But yeah, great anime slot. Get ready for anime reviews to be an hour. I know they're our most popular episodes, so hopefully you guys really enjoy them.
But yeah, they're just these episodes deserve the time.
They deserve
these
the time.
anime deserve the time.
I mean, they're all really good.
all great.
Unless like the only one I could see potential to drop off is Hell's Paradise.
Oh, okay.
I just it could take a weird turn that just isn't good. You know?
It does toe the line between like this is a really good anime or like this is really just weird.
Yeah. So I think it's very good and I think it's gonna keep being good. But it's the only one I could see like going like, towing off a little. But you never know.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Thank you, Normal Nerd Nation, for listening and maybe even watching another podcast episode. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, and Instagram. Davis is always posting hilarious memes on there.
Also, like and subscribe while you're at it, and leave a rating if you have some time. It helps people find the show.